let's see what's going on today. This is what I'm working on currently. I got to get some work done. More commission. Well, this isn't well, it is commission, but it's not art. I already did these. Remember, there was a problem. Earlier that the photos weren't showing up, so now I got it all figured out for some reason. I don't know what was actually going on. So here we are. I got about 1,000 to look through, and then I'll edit them. This was just a 4-hour gig about 2 weekends ago, but I wanted to, we looked through a few before, but I'm going to go quicker because we don't have any sort of slowdown anymore with the photos being corrupted. I don't know what was going on with that. So we should be able to get through them quicker. I'm not going to edit them, I'm just going to look through them. But I wanted to be live while I did it because you guys can chat about. I'm at f4 6400, which gives me some light, and I think I had some flash going too. I just want people to smile, and not most, but some don't. So it makes it more difficult, my job more difficult. I have my keyboard here. I'm gonna move my iPad so this is completely charged, so I'm gonna bring the keyboard over. Basically, I'm just hitting arrow, and then P when I want to pick an image. This is how I do all my weddings. But it does take a few hours to edit. I just grab a few of these. That's an okay shot, even though they're not all really smiling. This one's pretty good. It's okay. I don't know if you can see, but I'm hitting P when it becomes an arrow. That means, a flag on the images. That means that I've selected that photo. Here's one of the groom smiling. Maybe that one's better. This one's okay. Alright, let's see. Let me start my chat on this. I sort of like this one with it being like focus on her dress back here. And then there's a shot of the full dress. This one he's like kind of smiling. I'm happy that these are working now, because before some of them seemed like they were, I knew that they weren't corrupted. It was just in the transfer of them for some reason. This is sort of handoff. She's smiling there. So already in that short time, I've looked through almost 100 photos. Maybe this one. And then I can just hit the flag and it will show me all those photos. So that's how I get to find those photos after I select them all. It's not not my favorite job to do when I'm shooting, but you gotta do it to get all the best photos, And then we go into the editing process after, or I go into the editing process after. Usually I come back here and get a wide shot of the church and stuff. And you really need one of those. Maybe get this one, because it shows more over there, I don't know. This one shows all of the writing up top. Yeah, April was pretty nice. This is in Amherst, Mass. But you gotta get a shot back there. And I don't know if I was shooting in RAW, which means that I have more flexibility. Yeah, these were all in RAW, so what I can do... I don't know if I can edit this. Well, I can show you later. Let's just keep going through. This is sort of the first part in... I don't know if I like the one with the flash or probably this one. Yeah, that one's got a little bit of flash going on and popped it into the... I would try to put the chat over here so I can read it if anyone decides to say something. Like I said, my goal is to get through 700 in this live video. I always try to get them looking up and saying something. This one, yeah. Then I kind of kneel down. This one's kind of a nice one too, with that where they're looking down. Excuse me. That one's okay too. I think she was singing here, so I don't know if they want... Most of the time, wedding couples are just like looking for a photo to hang on the wall. This is just like more about documenting the day, more than anything. Of course, I am looking for like smiling photos, but if they're not gonna smile, then I did get some good ones coming up. So just them sitting. I don't know if I'll grab those. There's sort of a more dynamic shot that I can brighten up. Then sometimes I pop a few of these shots off where people are sitting just listening or whatever. I don't spend much time on those. I notice as I've been doing weddings for, I don't know, about since 2006, I'm more like flexible where I kind of move around more, grab a shot, maybe see if I got it real quick, especially with like longer masses like this. This was like an hour mass. I try to, like this one, I'm like on the actual ground trying to get some sort of dynamic shot. I'm in the people over here. I don't know if she's gonna like, I don't know if she's looking at these photos, to be honest. I wanted to get a shot, which I kind of got, but I wanted, when I was taking this, she was fanning herself because it was so hot, but I wanted the fan up, and this one I don't have it up, I have it down, so I'll grab that one even though I wanted one of her fanning it up, but we tried. So in 10 minutes, I've looked through 100 photos. Now you know how long it takes to look through 700 or 1,000. 150 photos in 10 minutes. And I picked out, let's see, 42. So pretty good accuracy I have. About 50% there. Maybe a little bit less. I don't know if I want any of those. I try to get a close-up of the hands. This one's like a little bit brighter, so I'll grab that one, even though I can brighten them up. I'll grab another one here. This one, they're kind of just staring at each other, which is an okay shot. I'm also looking at, like, make sure in the face, like from this one to this one, her eyes are like looking at him as well. So I look for that too. In the one that I want to grab, you know. So those sort of things when they're far away shots, make sure you're looking at those two. He's grabbing the rings, that's a good shot. You can see the ring partially right here, so I'll grab that. I mean, I'm very far, I'm kind of far away, but I am zoomed in all the way with a 270 to 200 telephoto lens. This one, he's like looking, her face is not really looking, but try to get a close up there. I'll grab it even though in this shot you can kind of tell that he's putting the ring on her. It's hard because with her, like the only way I can get a shot of him sliding the ring on is if I'm up on the altar, and I have to book it for when then she puts the ring on and come back over here. So I just try to get like a wide shot of them putting the rings on. Like you can tell what they're doing. I've been at is your camera of choice? Well, right now I have a Canon 5D Mark III. I have a few cameras, so Mark III is probably the beast that I like to shoot with. This is what this was shot with. You can see down here it says Mark III when I roll over it. I don't know if that will show up on the... Let's actually see if it shows up on the... Yeah, it doesn't show up on my... But that's what I shoot with. I used to shoot with 2 cameras at weddings, but now I switch lenses because I'm faster than I've ever been. So I'll put a lens down, pick up another lens, and switch lenses. This is the 70 to 200 lens. So I used to have both cameras on my side. Now I don't do that as much because I'm able to, like I said, switch lenses. So at this point, I switch the lens to a 70 to 200, and then I'll switch it back to a 24 to 70 for my wide shots. All right, she's sliding the ring on him. Like I said, I try to get it close up at the same time, but if I can't, I just kind of hang back and get a wide shot like this with both of them together. This was shot 2 Saturdays ago, so I'm trying to... And then the kiss was very, well, quick, but I'll still give him that. I do have him kiss later. I don't know what happened there, to be honest. But he's smiling. He's thinking that's funny. I don't know what's going through their head. See, I never know if I give them the photo, like the smiling photo, or what. They're both kind of smiling here, so that's kind of a good shot too. That's really what I'm looking for, is emotion when I'm shooting. Back to the wide shot, I am still with I think the 70 to 200. Yeah, right here, 70 to 200. So that's my telephoto. I can hang back and capture close-ups when I'm not close, you know. Already we've gone through 216 photos in 15 minutes. So that's pretty good. We're making good time. I don't know if I want a shot like this. They're all up there, so like I said, I used to grab so many photos and give them all the photos. Now I try to narrow it down to like the best one in that group. Like I don't really see much difference between all of these, so I'll just give them one, like this one. Fine, great. You know, this is them bringing up the you want to capture him doing something like an action, and that's sort of the action that I have him grabbing that. She's grabbed that. He's gonna grab that, so he's gonna grab that one too, so I'll grab those photos. This went really quickly, but I was able to grab a shot. Maybe that one too I'll grab. I don't like that shot, but then she smiles, so I'll grab that. Everybody kind of wants to see themselves in the photo, so you're trying to capture everybody at the wedding at the same time capturing the bride and groom. Because when they look back at the photos, they're going to be like, where's a photo of me? I was at that wedding, you know. Sometimes. Alright, here's him giving the... I don't know. He's giving that. I usually don't capture the sacrament or the blessing or whatever, the body of Christ. I usually don't capture that. And then they kind of have a story. Well, you don't have really the face, but maybe I'll grab those two photos. And then I do grab like this sort of stuff too. Yeah, that one I popped the flash. I think the flash was too much. Kind of like the one without the flash better. Again, this is at the church. This is about an hour, so I'm at the church for an hour. That's why I have so many photos. This is a good shot though, like that. I kind of like that. Awesome. I've had my little Canon for the past 7 years. I only use it for personal use though. My son is autistic and is hard to get a good picture of him. He resists the picture taken. I would probably, what I would do is have him, the best is like you want to have like a lot of light. So getting him outside playing in the light, that way you can increase the shutter speed. Of course, the faster shutter speed, the more you're going to be able to capture him in a setting like that. That's what I would say. The more lit the area is, the faster you can get a shutter speed. So outside in the sun or with the sun behind him or whatever, that you're going to get a better picture. These were all at 1/60th of a second, which is kind of fast, not really that fast. And I'm at 6400, so my ISO, meaning when I zoom in, it's kind of grainy. But this program will allow me to remove some of the grain. That's what the ISO does as the number goes higher. The shutter speed is right here. The lower the shutter speed, things won't be as sharp. So if somebody's walking and I'm at like 1/30th of a second or 1/15th of a second, they're going to be blurry. unless you pop some light in there, you know, you might be able to freeze the subject. Hopefully that helps. So outside, you'll be at like 1/4000 of a second. So if he's moving very quickly, your camera shutter will be able to pick up him running around or whatever he's doing. Grab that. It also depends on like the lens that you're shooting with. Like if you're shooting, like I'm shooting with an expensive lens, so I could bring this down to f2.8, but I'm at f4.5, keeping some of this stuff sharp here, and still you'll get some blur here. This one, this guy had his hand out, so I was trying to give it that. I don't know if I want a ton of those. That one's kind of cool. These are her like shaking hands, or they do this blessing or you have to they say peace and then you go around and shake everybody's hand or give them a hug. So I grabbed a few of them. I usually don't spend a lot of time on this as well. When they do that, I usually don't grab it, but I try to get some shots. I felt like when I first started, I really tried to capture everything. And if I missed something, I'd be upset with myself. But now I can't capture everything. As long as you capture the kiss and get good images of the bride and groom, then you're good, to be honest. All right, we've looked through 307 photos in 22 minutes. That's not bad. All right, let's get back to it. I got 700 to go, so another 20 something minutes. Sort of like a wide shot. Back to the wide shots. I changed the lens again. 24 to 70. Throw those in there. More blessing going on. I don't know if I should be giving all those because it's like we've already kind of seen the blessing. So they're pronounced man and wife, husband and wife. So now they're gonna walk up the aisle. Okay. You're not trying to get like 100 photos. You're just trying to get a few good ones. You know, them smiling mostly, if you can. She's smiling there, so I'll grab that one. She's smiling there. I don't know if I like that photo. He's like... I think like the wedding party wants like a photo too of themselves or who they're with as well, so I do try to grab those if I can. There's a good one of him. Another good one. Like the less time you spend on each, that's probably a good one of them. I just want people to look up. Sometimes they look down because they're afraid of where they're headed. So you can't have every single person like perfect. So it is a tough job, especially if there's like 3 of them. This is outside the receiving line, which I don't love, but sometimes people want to see themselves giving hugs, I guess. Hello, Mr. J. What is the wait time that you give your customers for ready photographs? I don't give them wait time. I try to get them back. This has only been 2 weeks, but I should have these back very soon. Like I said, I've looked through 300, almost 400 in 26 minutes. I think I have some more on another card. So it's probably like a month. I know people have waited longer with other photographers, so I try to be reasonable and get it within a month. Depends on how busy I am too. You know, if I'm working on other stuff or other weddings, then it's going to take longer, of course. It's a nice little smile there. I try to do stuff sometimes in the first week, getting them some photos to start enjoying. I think I like this one better than that one because that girl's face was in the way. I don't want to be like too close to them. But see, right now my shutter speed is up 320 because I'm in the shade or the sun is hitting them in the back. So after I look through these, I'll probably maybe throw up a live of me drawing on one of the Disney groups just to finish the stitch. So that's done. There's a quick one of the flowers. I probably won't film me editing these photos because it doesn't. When I click over to develop, it doesn't allow me to switch over for whatever reason. There's a nice one of the daughter. Maybe this one of her looking. I just like had it at 200 millimeters and just like looked through it and just snap, like to see what people were kind of doing. She's smiling, looking down. Like I said, you don't want to spend like forever editing. I know people like sit here and tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak, and you don't really want to spend like forever because you'll drive yourself nuts if you do that. If you're looking to become like a photographer. He's on his phone. We'll give him that. Because I've already spent half hour driving there, half hour back, 4 hours for the wedding, so 5 hours, another hour we did before on this, and then we had to kind of wipe the photos out and start over. So when all's said and done, even a 4-hour ordeal turns out to be like a 6 to 8 hour ordeal. It's nice though that she's smiling there. Here's some inside the church. Like I said, just trying to get a photo of them all smiling, looking. Maybe this one. Sometimes I give them a few. So it's a good one. Boom, done. So you just don't want to sit here if you took more than one to try to give them all of those. Because they don't want to look through all those photos either. There's a good one. So we're at 500. 500 in about half an hour. That's not bad. So it takes me an hour to look through 1,000. So I try to take less and less at each wedding. I used to take like 4,000 at a wedding, but not anymore. But I took about 1,000 at this wedding. But most of them are like the formal images that I'm snapping a few, you know. This is a good one. Boom, got it. She's smiling again there. That's another good one. But that's it. Okay, we're on to the kissing. Boom, got it. Like, don't overthink everything. Just grab it and done. This was they put it all on a mirror, which I thought was kind of weird. Let me get some water real quick. Take a little break. We got about 200 left, and then I think I have some on another card. We're gonna be getting to the formal soon. Cake shot. I used to spend a lot of time on cake shots too, now not so much. It's like get a big overview shot, maybe a wide shot. I'm down low for this one. They should have ironed their background there, I think, though. Hang on. 1 second. Okay, back with you. Back with you. All right, here we go. Everybody's standing there, smiling. I don't like when people kind of move their arms, but they can if they want. Maybe give them both, I don't know. Let's see what this paper said. Open up another Facebook here. Okay, let me get back to our stream. Like I said, you want to get these photos to these people within a timely manner, so you don't want to be making them wait, because they've already paid and they're waiting to see some photos from their wedding. I used to be able to, in the first week, get them like 100 photos to look through. These were the flowers on the table. It seems a little too bright. There's one of the place cards. I try to get those as well, so everybody knows. Okay, that was what the place card looked like. And this one I can take, just to show they had these like sort of flowers in the middle. There's their table. See, sorry, I should have checked everything over here. Right. This one's good. There's sort of the centerpiece. I like this one better because this one has the exit sign. I hate exit signs in the background, even though, I'll probably grab both. This was just like a quick shot of where they were supposed to throw their cards. I don't spend a ton of time on that stuff. I mean, unless it's like real fancy. This is maybe a nice shot. Good afternoon, Jay. How are you? I'm good, Peggy. How are you? Just doing a quick culling session. of a wedding that I shot. Another nice kiss photo here. Grab one of those. And then here's the wedding party again. I kind of crouch down when I do this. Sometimes after the wedding I'm kind of sore. But oh, good to hear. I try to get them very close to each other to leave no gaps when I'm taking these photos. You see a little bit of a gap over here, which is okay, but the flower is kind of touching. Thank you, Peggy. Like I said, I got to get these back to them. It's been about 2 weeks, so I'm trying to get these photos. You see outside I'm at, my ISO is 320, so when I zoom in, there's not really much grain going on, and my shutter speed is 800th of a second. So when it's bright like that, that's where you have to up your shutter speed. Of course, I could have dropped, I think, the ISO and got a faster shutter speed, but everyone's standing still, so nobody's really going to move, so it's not going to be blurry or any of that. I mean, I have to grab a shot here. I don't like these, but I have to grab one. Okay. Let's keep working. I have a few hundred left here. Then I might go into live on the not the Secret Disney, All Things Disney, I think, and do a Stitch, finish the Stitch one that we were working on. Possibly. Sorry, I'm responding to people over here. This one I don't like the people over here, but I couldn't really do much. They couldn't really move, so as long as I got everybody here. I wanted everybody to be closer, but I can only tell them like once. Well, I tell it a lot, but I was trying to get these fast. Like, he's not looking, but these people all look good. She's kind of smiling here. Let's either take this one of her smiling and her kind of with her eyes closed, or her eyes open and her, or just take both. That's why it's hard when you have big groups. You gotta sort of grab one or two. You could mix the photos if you want, if you really wanted to, if they really complained or whatever. There's a nice photo. Alright, we're all done with that group. Okay, there's a photo of them. Like I'm saying, I take a few of each one just in case they're blinking. I usually tell them to shake hands or something. That's where we get that shot. It's hard to decide between the two photos, like this one or that one. Hang on one second. All right, back with you. Like I said, I couldn't decide. I think I want to take this one instead of this one. And I'll just hit X on the other one, although this one looks good too. I don't know, I'll just grab both. All right, let's see. That's a nice one. Everyone's smiling, eyes are open. Alright, let's skip all these. I try not to look at the other ones because sometimes I'll take all the other ones. Then the bride wanted some photos, so I grabbed a few photos of her. Let's see, 42 minutes. We've looked through 620. I have, I don't know, maybe 100 left. I do have some on another card. I don't know if I'll do that live. But these are nice of the bride. I had her looking down, smiling. These are even okay here. Again, I'm on f4, 800 of a second. ISO is 400, 800 of a second. I'm at full focal length here at 70, 24 to 70. This one's actually not bad either. I kind of like those too. Just trying to show the whole dress, and now I'm just highlighting her eyes right here. Seems pretty good too. It's another sort of looking down. Kind of like this angle better. I mean, I might grab this angle too. These are a little bright. Oh, what's up, Amanda? How are you? I'm just looking through wedding photos today. I'm at about 700 almost. I think I took about I think I could be done actually at this point, but I'm not sure if what else was on the other card. Yeah, the one of the bride looking down. There they are kissing. This is a nice photo. With the dress fanned out and stuff. I took this one again because her hair was kind of a mess in that first one. So I kind of like these ones here. This one. That's a nice one. My last Saturday off until November. Nice. Here's sort of a cake shot. And then here they are getting introduced. I think I just shot these at JPEG, if I'm not mistaken. There's a nice smiling one. And then they'll go into a dance. I think there's a second thing that I have to import because this was just, I think there's a few hundred more on the other part of this. I'll have to find that. I don't know if I'll do that live because those are just like pictures of the guests and stuff. Just kind of smiling. I try to get close-ups more on these ones. I think I was at I think I had the telephoto lens out for this. I think she's singing there. That's kind of a nice shot there too. Okay. So we've completed 700 and something. 14. See, when I go to develop, it won't show, which is weird. I don't know if I have to change something in the window capture. Is it window capture or video capture? Yeah, it was window capture. I don't know if develop. Oh, maybe. No. Yeah, so I'm gonna go into editing these photos. Probably not live. I want to get them some of these photos. So that's why you see that blank, because I have to get to library for you to see it. I don't know why it won't let me develop on live, but I'm gonna go to lighting these up in the next half hour or so. And then I got a few more to look through, and then I'll be done with the wedding. I just wanted to finish this, and then I'll probably go live on the Disney page and do Stitch and finish him. Lots of commissions to work on. Alright, talk to you guys later. I just wanted to do that live for you. I hope you guys are well. Talk soon. 47 minutes, 700 and something photos, so we can do about 1,000 in an hour. I'm going to edit these and then I'll import the other ones. Alright, talk soon.